Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, you guys already know, today I'm going to be reviewing Dossier perfumes. I've been working long-term with Dossier, so I know these videos have been on my channel for the past few months, but you guys seem to love them. Thank you to Dossier for sponsoring today's video. I have a humongous collection. It keeps getting bigger and bigger every month that I work with them. And I asked you guys in my last Dossier video if you'd be interested in me doing sort of like a rating type video where I rate all my Dossier scents. And I got a lot of really positive feedback on that, so I will definitely be doing that once I have even more fragrances. I want to make like a huge rating type video. If you are new to my channel and you don't know much about Dossier, they are a really high quality perfume company that recreates really high-end / niche fragrances that can go up to $400 plus at a fraction of the cost. They do a great job at getting the scents to smell literally almost identical. I've smelled side by side the Dossier scents and then the fragrances that they are inspired by, and literally Max is playing with this toy out there. Unfortunately, a lot of times when you buy really high-end designer or niche fragrances, a lot of the times you're paying for the brand even more so than you are about the quality of the perfume. And Dossier basically takes off the cost of the brand and they will just give you the amazing scent. Dossier also has a risk-free program where you can go on there and pick up to 5 fragrances on their site. You can try each of those fragrances before you actually make a full commitment to them, and you can return back any fragrance that you choose to not keep within 30 days, no questions asked. Their fragrances are super affordable, so even though they might be recreating a perfume that is over $400, their perfumes don't actually go past $59. I'm pretty sure $59 is the highest price that I've seen on there, but honestly, I feel like the average of their perfumes is about like $29. So they are very, very affordable. And they do offer ways to make that even more affordable, like they have bulk deals. And they were also kind enough to give me a code where if you use my code Ksenia10, you can get another additional 10% off of all of that. Just about like a month or two ago, I recently found out that they also had candles, which I had no idea. Not just any candle, they literally have candles of some of your favorite high-end perfumes. They have a candle that smells like Baccarat Rouge, they have one that smells like Killian's Love Don't Be Shy, and a ton more. I'll put it up on the screen here, but yeah, they have candles as well. So that's basically the gist and the rundown of Dossier. With all that being said, before we get into this video, please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and turn your post notifications on, and let's get straight into this video. So in the past couple months that I've been with Dossier, I've been dabbling into their colognes because you guys know I rarely, if ever, really talk about colognes on my channel because I'm just not that knowledgeable on colognes. I don't focus on colognes. I don't wear colognes, so I don't really know much about them. Honestly, I know about what I wear and that's about it. But the past couple months, I've been dabbling into their colognes and testing them out, not on myself, but on my husband, on my brother, on my dad, and they've been all testing these fragrances out and kind of giving me their feedback. In the last couple months, I've tested out the inspired versions for Dior Sauvage, and I believe last month I got the Bleu de Chanel cologne, and my brother actually tested out both of those scents and he absolutely loved them. He actually used to own Dior Sauvage and Bleu de Chanel, so obviously he could give me really good feedback on if they smelled the same, and he said they smelled the exact same, and he said that now he has literally no reason to go and buy the high-end designer version, so he's loving those. And this month I wanted to buy another really popular cologne, and that is Aquatic Lime, and this is inspired by Armani Acqua di Gio. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Now my husband is actually testing this fragrance out, and as you can see, he's made a nice little dent into this already. And not only has he been testing it out, but I've been smelling this every single morning as he's getting ready for work. It literally wakes me up out of my sleep because my husband is very heavy-handed when it comes to perfumes. Like, it literally wakes me up out of my sleep because right before he leaves, he literally drowns himself in cologne. But I'm honestly not opposed to it because this smells incredible, and I have definitely smelled Armani Acqua di Gio. My dad used to use that for so long. I'm pretty sure my husband has also used it in the past as well, and he's really liked it. So when I mentioned this, he was really excited about the idea of having this back without having to actually go and pay like $100 and whatever that is. This is so good. These perfumes come packaged just like this, and they also provide you with a little card in that box that will tell you the name, and then it'll give you the notes, what perfume it's inspired by, the concentration. literally all the information you need to know about the perfume. So Aquatic Lime has top notes of bergamot, lime, and watermelon, middle notes of marine notes, jasmine, and rosemary, and base notes of cedarwood, oak moss, and vetiver. And the notes of the perfumes are also on the bottle themselves, so even if you don't really have this card, it's super nice to know that the notes are always going to be with you. I wish every perfume had the notes on the bottle, because I know a lot of people don't care, but for people like me, like, I like to know exactly what I'm smelling. The name of it, Aquatic Lime, is exactly what it is, because it has this aquatic vibe to it, but it's very limey and very citrusy, very crisp, with a very prominent woody base. I feel like woody bases are very typical in colognes, is what I'm kind of finding out now that I'm reviewing some colognes. But yeah, this is absolutely amazing. I love smelling it every single day, and even when my husband comes back from work, I can still smell this on him, and he works for like 8+ hours, so you already know, very long lasting. Now, something that I decided to do is I bought that for him, and then I bought Aquatic Peony, which this perfume is inspired by Giorgio Armani Acqua di Gioia. I'm for sure saying that wrong, but this is kind of like the female version of Acqua di Gio, so it's almost kind of like a his and hers. They look completely different, like packaging wise and everything. I don't know if there's even supposed to be a correlation between the two, but they have very similar names. So I decided, you know, why not get this? And I smell it all the time, like the testers at Ulta, and I really like it, but it's always been kind of like a fresh scent that I'm like, do I really want to spend $100+ on it? So when I saw that they had this on their website, I was very excited about it, because I actually really love the scent. Their names are so spot on to what they smell like, because again, this is very aquatic. It has that beachy vibe, no sunscreen or coconutness in it, but it just has like almost like a salty kind of citrusy crisp scent that reminds me of the beach. But then the peony is there. It has like this pink sweet floral type of scent. It's super pretty. This has top notes of mint, blackcurrant, lemon, aquatic accord, middle notes of peony, jasmine, and pink pepper, and base notes of cedarwood and labdanum. It's not a super intense perfume, so for those of you that like your fresh perfumes, especially for this time of year, this is like the perfect scent, because it's not too intense, it's not too strong, but you could definitely smell it. It's very pretty and light, but it also doesn't like evaporate off of your skin in like 2 seconds. It's almost like kind of the exact female version of that Aquatic Lime, because this is still aquatic and it's still citrusy, but it doesn't have that cologne vibe. Like, I feel like it's almost that same scent, it's just not as intense. It's just more like pretty and more soft and elegant than the Acqua di Gio that I just reviewed. So I really love this. And then on the complete opposite side of that, this fragrance is a lot, but in a really good way. This is called Ambry Sage, and you can tell which fragrances are gonna be stronger just by the color of their juice. Like, let me just hold up 3 perfumes to show you guys. This clear one right here, you can expect it's not gonna be as strong as these two. So Ambry Sage, as you can see, it has a darker liquid and it's darker for sure, but it smells so good. I honestly did not expect to like this as much as I did. This is inspired by Tom Ford's Fabulous. It is a very fabulous kind of perfume. This is very intense. It's so sexy. I think I almost purchased the Tom Ford, like the actual original one, like a long time ago, but then I think I decided that it was just too strong for me, and also the price. It's like $300. It might even be even more than $400. Like, Tom Ford fragrances, like, their prices are out of this world. So I was like, you know what, let me get this to try out, because I remember what that perfume smelled like, but I'm like, I'm kind of hazy on it, so let me just refresh my mind. And now that I have this smells so good. When I got this package, obviously because that Aquatic Lime was there for my husband, I made him smell all these perfumes, and he really liked this. And I'm pretty sure this is also unisex. This has top notes of bitter almond, sage, lavender, and middle notes of leathery notes, orris, and vanilla, and base notes of amber, blonde woods, and tonka bean. Normally I'm not into like the super leathery kind of notes, because I find them to be kind of smoky, but I don't get any smokiness in here. And honestly, what I've kind of realized from Dossier is the fragrances that they recreate that are supposed to be really smoky, I end up really loving the Dossier version, because I feel like their fragrances are not as smoky as any scent that is inspired by them that actually is supposed to be smoky, if that makes any sense. I've actually ended up liking so many scents in the Dossier version, even though I've smelled the originals, and I haven't liked those for the reason of them being too like smoky or too leathery. Doesn't end up doing well on my skin. And then the Dossier version kind of gives me that same scent, but it doesn't have that smokiness. So it's like the best of both worlds because they don't compromise on the same amazing scent as the original, but yet they don't have the thing that I don't like about the original, if that makes sense. And this just smells so sexy. It's a super provocative scent. It's very seductive and alluring and like a perfect date night kind of sense. If you're going on a first date type of thing, I think they will literally be like wrapped up in a love spell when it comes to this scent. It smells so good. I totally did not expect that, but I am blown away by that scent. So that is this month's Dossier video. I hope you guys liked this month's scents. Let me know of any other scents that I need to check out from Dossier. I'll continue testing out their fragrances to review for you guys. Thank you again to Dossier for sponsoring today's video. And don't forget to use my code XENIA10 for 10% off. That is it for me today. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!